New Year's Eve might be one of the largest celebrations. People from many countries across the globe count down the last seconds of the year and spiritually prepare for the upcoming one. Everyone does that. Young, old, Americans, Europeans, Asians, Japanese organized crime groups known as yakuza. As you might have heard before, yakuza are known for having many traditions. It turns out a New Year's celebration is one of them. What makes New Year's celebration different in the yakuza world is the fact that it starts on December 13th. Origins of such early celebrations have two most popular theories. One of them being a reference to a famous story about 47 Ronin taking a revenge for their fallen master, which happened on December 14th, but started on December 13th. Another theory behind early New Year's celebration is the fact that food stalls, also known as tekiya, bring significant amount of money in the period between Christmas and the first week of the new year. Hence, yakuza don't want to miss that income, as they are known for having big influence and deep roots in the food stall business. Despite the fact that majority of yakuza organizations have very similar traditions when it comes to New Year's celebration, there are some that are unique to specific clans. For example, in the largest yakuza organization, Yamaguchi-gumi, it is customary to exchange the sake cup with the new members of the organization that have joined the organization on the same year. After that, you have speeches, which end up making opening ceremony more important than New Year's greeting, especially if you are a new boss. Gang members that participate in this celebration also receive instructions for the upcoming year from their boss. Then there is a tradition of mochi pounding, where young yakuza as well as their bosses collectively pound mochi, a popular sweet in Japan that is consumed during the new year. During that day, streets around Yamaguchi-gumi headquarters were full of food stalls that were free of charge, while New Year's gifts worth between 10,000 to 30,000 yen were given out to people of the neighborhood who came to participate or watch yakuza celebration. Sending out New Year's greetings cards was another important yakuza tradition. A card would have yakuza family crest printed on a fine paper, as well as names of the leaders written on it. Nowadays, such greetings are executed in other ways, as sending physical cards via mail is not possible. First of all, post offices are not allowed to provide services for yakuza, and second, such greeting cards provide police with additional information, such as who gets along with whom and members' ranks within organization. It is a good practice among yakuza members to avoid exchanging New Year's greeting cards with associates or from companies, as such cards are being searched for as a priority when police gets a chance to search yakuza offices. In other words, they work as a proof of intimacy between different parties, which can be traced back to money laundering, fake bank accounts, and other schemes. New Year's gift exchange, in general, plays an important part in yakuza society. However, due to strict regulations and falling number of yakuza members in general, some practices are already something that can be considered as a relic of the past. For example, back in the not-so-distant past, yakuza would focus on local specialities while picking a gift for their, so to speak, clanmates. The ones that operated near the sea would send crabs, fish, or seafood. Others would gift wine, rice, jam, or sake. Larger yakuza organizations would even go as far as forming a year-end gift executive committee, where everything that's related to New Year's gifts were discussed and decided. Gifts were, and to some extent still are, so important that they are taken to the level of competition even among the families of the same yakuza organization. Presenting yourself as wealthy as possible is one of the jobs that yakuza should be good at, hence, many organizations try to one-up each other while sending gifts. In 80s, during the Japan's bubble economy, everyone, and especially yakuza, had money, so gift exchanging was extravagant enough for yakuza members to not being able to deal with the gifts on their own. Hence, variety of products and foods like crabs, apples, or cherries were given away to the restaurants and other establishments around the town. If you went to cabaret clubs or snack bars during that period of time, you would often end up being offered some kind of unusual food that normally is not offered by such places. Nowadays, accepting such gift from yakuza is not allowed, as gift exchange with them is a subject to police investigation. Even when gifts are exchanged among yakuza members themselves, nowadays all of them are sent to private homes of the boss instead of headquarters. Sending birthday or store opening gifts is also a practice that yakuza stopped participating in, well, at least directly. they still do it in a roundabout way. Up until 90s, Yakuza bosses would rent out hot spring inns for dozens of Yakuza members to relax at, as well as fly to Hawaii or Macau to play golf or gamble at casinos. And finally, when pre-New Year celebration is finished and it's already January the 1st, Yakuza would be among the first ones to visit local shrines and showcase their presence in the process. Some organizations though, especially nowadays, just call their bosses and congratulate them in such manner. Afterwards, there is a New Year's party that used to be extravagant and full of geisha performers, which is not the case nowadays due to shrinking budgets. Only the largest groups would celebrate on the 1st of January, while secondary groups would do it on the 2nd, and so on. During the party, boss of the organization would hand out gifts to his subordinates. Those gifts usually come in the form of 5,000 to 10,000 yen. Have you heard any interesting and informative stories about Yakuza New Year celebration? Let me know in the comments down below.